God damn it, I wish I wrote more legibly. Oh, alright, I just got out of a toxic relationship. No, I love her, but I love her so much, but dude, it's tough. Bro, it was too hard. Like, we had like screaming arguments. Hey, bro, screaming arguments with a lady, holy shit. Like, I never was that frustrated because she was just trouncing me every time. I had nothing. Like, I was backed in a corner every time. If we were in 17th century Salem, I would have played the witch card, 100%. Just to get a leg up in the argument. I wouldn't have ratted on her. I'm a feminist. But I would have brought it up, probably. She'd be like, oh, why don't you ever take out the trash? Probably because I'm busy telling, oh, fuck. I'm busy not telling the deacon that you can juggle. Alright. If that was smooth, oh my god, dude. If that was one, do better. How much time do I got?
Let's say a minute, I guess.
Oh, okay. I got 4 minutes. Okay, this is a new one. It's gonna not be long. But my mom was traveling. She came to New York for a while, and she had like a hard time getting home, I guess. And she was like, "The day I had, I would not wish it on my worst enemy." It's like, yeah, your worst enemy is a lady who interrupts you at PTA meetings. Like, if you had a real worst enemy, you would never say that. Nobody would be like, I was on the tarmac for 90 minutes, no air conditioning. I wouldn't wish that on Paul. Was Paul? Oh, Paul's the guy who murdered my sister, actually. Yeah. There were no snacks. I was in between two fat guys. No. Broad daylight, execution style, just pop. All right. I don't know how to tag it. All right. Okay. Does anybody here still listen to Michael Jackson?
Yeah.
All right, Danny, you freak. But, no, I still listen. I still listen to Michael Jackson. I think you can. I think you just got to compartmentalize. Like, I put his music in a different playlist. Like, I have a normal playlist, and then I got my other playlist. It's Michael Jackson, P. Diddy, and the audio from Kevin Spacey interviews. And, no, it's not weird. I only listen to it at public pools, so it's fine. It's called Secret Pleasure, and I've been Abe Shapiro.
Yeah!
The Kevin Spacey rehabilitation's happening way too fast. Give it up for Abe Shapiro. That was hilarious. The 3-state solution, brilliant. We love it. Give it up one more time for Abe Shapiro, everybody.
Yeah.
Come on. That is an amazing name. Is Amanda Vasco here? No. Okay, Amanda Vasco off the list. Okay. Maybe next time. Maybe next time. All right. We had a lot of people sign up, and then a whole cooler amount of people actually showed up. This next act read a poem last time, and it was excellent. I want to publish this poem. It was so good. It was fantastic. He can do whatever he wants. We love him. He's a master. He's deep. He's philosophical. He's always got important things to say. And he's hilarious. Give it up for Danny Fallon, everybody.
Yeah! Woo! All right. Wow. What an intro. Yeah. Okay. All right. Good to be here, huh?
Woo!
Wow. What a good-looking crowd, huh? I wouldn't lie about that. Who said that? You? Come on. Black sugar in the back? Come on. Dynamite? Let's see. It's Pride Month. So give it up for all the gay people and how proud of themselves they are. I was thinking about gay men in particular recently, and I think that I do really appreciate their strategies and their solicitation attempts. They're very gracious. I was thinking about it, like, I've been offered a lot of things from gay men throughout the years, and it's always very gracious. They're trying to give. Like recently I did a naked comedy show, and this guy afterwards, he's like, "You gonna let me take you on a date?" And I was like, "I'm not gay, but I appreciate it. It's very flattering." He's like, "Come on, man, just let me lick your booty hole. I'll pay you too."
You said no?
And I did. I said no. I retired that life, At a different juncture in my life, I would have done gay acts for cash. I have, in fact, done gay acts for cash. Yeah, I let my boss from Subway blow me once for $70. You know how people say you should know your worth in life? You don't want to know. It was actually my first sexual experience ever. Just getting blown by a man. And I was, initially, at one point, only a couple years prior, I was a virgin Christian, waiting for marriage to have sex. And then, you know, life is what happens to you when you're busy making other plans, you know? That's what John Lennon said. He also beat his first wife. So I guess what I'm trying to say is sometimes wife beaters have some good shit to say, huh? Maybe don't throw the baby out with a wife beater, huh? You gotta separate the art from the artist. That's what our friend Abe was alluding to. You know, like, because some of these pedophiles don't even have the decency to make good art, you know? So, you know, I'll take it. Man in the Mirror, you know, I Believe I Can Fly has done a lot for me on a spiritual level. That's worth, now we're going into kind of hacky material, hacky territory of so many people have covered this. But what I'm trying to say is gay guys always offer things, you know? Like once I was a homeless drug addict and I was living with this, the choir teacher from my high school, because he was a pedophile. And so I was living with him. And one time, so I had seen the movie A Beautiful Mind a time before that. And I had seen it on weed edibles. Before weed edibles were available at every bodega, weed edibles used to be an important thing that came around. It used to be an event. Someone had weed brownies, and that was important. It was like Grateful Dead acid coming to town. It was, people gathered, okay? It was like a game of Chinese telephone. It spread through the culture. So, anyhow, I'd seen Beautiful Mind one time before on a weed brownie. And then a couple years later, I was living with this pedophile, and my friend was homeless, and I was like, well, I know this gay guy, I'll take speed and I'll distract him, and then you can go sleep in his bedroom, and then no one has to get fucked, and everyone will have a good time, you know? I thought we were gonna jam, I thought we were gonna play music, you know, me and the gay guy. Thought he was gonna sing, you know, I'd play the guitar. He was trying to jam his cock into my ass, but... So he didn't want to play music, so he was like, let's watch a Beautiful Mind. Right, so this is the second time I've seen this movie. And so we're sitting down to watch it, and we're on a futon couch, and we're under the cover together, and I'm on speed. I'm on like 90 milligrams of amphetamines. It's like 10 p.m., I just took them at like 7 p.m., you know, because I used to make a lot of bad choices. And so we're under this cover, and I'm watching A Beautiful Mind, I'm focusing, you know, I'm intent. And he's like, hey, you ever have sex with a guy? I was like, yeah, I let my boss from Subway blow me once, but that was for money, you know? It was for money, you know? He's like, well, you want to fuck me in the ass? And I was like, no, I'm good. I've seen this movie before. I want to see if maybe I noticed something different this time. He's like, well, you know, if you fuck me in the ass, I can't get pregnant. Which, like, had that ever worked before? Had there ever been like a straight guy who was like, well, shit, when you put it like that. That was the only thing holding me back from fucking another man in the ass. Was the fear of unplanned pregnancy. I had no idea it worked like that. But I said no. And then he proceeded to jerk off under the same cover as me. And then I just watched with amphetamine focus his dick, and then he came on himself and he went to sleep. Is that sexual assault? Was I sexually assaulted?
For sure.
That's definitely sexual misconduct. Like, a lot of people are getting in trouble for that kind of behavior.
That was the second one. That was...
Sexual misconduct?
Yeah, the boss was the first one. Yeah.
The boss was definitely predatorial.
Also sexual assault.
But here's the thing, that's the thing, right? Like sometimes people have a negative experience with a certain group of people, like a couple people, one person, and then they're like, hate. Like I don't hate gay people, but I've definitely, I guess we're finding out I've had some negative experiences with gay people, but I don't hate gay people. And I don't think you should, just because you have a negative experience with a person from a group, you shouldn't lump the whole group in, right? Like one time I was beaten and robbed by a black guy. I still don't hate black people. And one time, a Jewish man saved my life. And I still fucking hate Jews. No, I'm playing. No, I'm messing around. But you ever meet one, you're like, I kind of get it, you know? I mean, a little too far, but I don't not get it. I can't, it's like, it's not like impossible for me to wrap my head around it. That's the thing about conspiracy theories. They feel so fucking good. Like when the economy is shit and you can't find a job and someone's like, it's the Jews that are at fault. You're like, that works quickly, you know? The truth takes a long time to find out, and it's very nuanced. But like, the Jews just being at fault, that's a quick fix, man. That's heroin in the arm. That's a dope shot. I'm not saying it's right, and it'll ruin your life, but I don't not get it. Also, by the way, what's up with everyone? Flat Earth. People believe the Earth is flat. It's what? Okay. I just can't. I just never thought. Like I never was like in high school and was like, this is where. Like I never could have imagined that we were going to get here as a society. I looked forward to good things. Things continuing to progress. I feel like we've just regressed. It's gotten so good that we're like, you know what? Let's go ahead and challenge this. And it affects no one. It doesn't make anything better, whether or not the Earth is flat. I mean, I want to make this funny somehow, but it's just stop. Like these people. We're not that smart, you know. Like people. You know, we're good with words. Like, you know, it's always like creative types, like, you know, artists and shit. Like, just stick to what you're good at, you know? I can do words. I don't know science, okay? Anyhow, I'm not vaccinated, so... That's me. I get to do that. I'm not like an anti-vaxxer. I didn't make it my whole personality, but secretly. Anyhow, I've been getting into reincarnation. Just trying to make sense of it all. You know, because reincarnation, I think it's a good idea. I think it's like the only thing that could make any of this like just at all. You know? Also, speaking of reincarnation, I would totally be a cow and totally get murdered so that my friends could eat cheeseburgers. I would totally do that. I'm totally okay with a whole life as a cow. You know, it's just crazy. Like with reincarnation, you can come back and have all these different lives. Like, you know, like the other day I was walking in Chinatown and I saw a black midget. And I hope that's not his only life. You know, I hope he comes back as like a tall Asian dude. You know, has the full range of human experience. I don't know. I mean, I was waiting on the subway and I saw this rat and it was like dying, I think. So I was like paying attention to it because I wasn't doing anything else. And I was just like, you know, if I was a rat that was dying, I would want someone to pay attention to me. You know, like, because that could be like that's like the epic moment in this rat's movie of a life, is him dying. So I'm paying attention, and then my train comes, and then everyone gets off the train, and then this black female midget got off the train. And then she saw the rat immediately, presumably because she was closer to the ground, and she started freaking out. She was like, oh, hell no. Like, she didn't say that. I had headphones in, but that's what she said. That's definitely what she said. And then I got on the train. She got off. She started freaking out about the rat. Then she started filming the rat. And then at this point, I was paying more attention to her than the rat. Because now she's the more interesting thing that's happening. Like, I've never seen a black female midget freak out before, you know? I really wanted to take out my phone and start filming her filming the rat. Because I think fair is fair, you know? If she's able to be in awe of God's creation, then so am I. That's all I'm saying. Because reincarnation, everything's equal. It's equalized. They're changing words, guys. They're changing words. They're saying that you shouldn't call homeless people homeless anymore. You're supposed to call them unhoused. Also, you're not supposed to call prostitutes prostitutes. You're supposed to call them sex workers. And I gotta let you know, as someone who was once both formerly those things, it was never really the label that was bringing me down. I was never like, ooh, maybe if they called it unhoused, I wouldn't be so fucking cold. Maybe if I was an empowered sex worker, I wouldn't remember the feeling of his beard on my balls every time I get a blowjob. Maybe my friends wouldn't call me a faggot. Shame on you for laughing just at the word. Shame on you. There wasn't a funny setup. You laughed at the cadence of the word alone, and that's on you. That was a test. This is my new way of getting through this bit, is just to gaslight the crowd immediately before they can call me homophobic for saying the word, because that's my experience, okay?
You gonna gaslight Keith Robles?
I don't know what that meant, to be honest. All I'm saying, okay, so we don't say that word anymore, right? We try not to. Okay, a lot of people are still saying it, but generally speaking, people are trying not to. I'm trying not to. And it's hurtful, you know? But some words we don't say anymore, and I feel like we didn't have a discussion about it. Like when I was younger, I worked at McDonald's. I worked with a man named Wigger Will. That was his real name. The managers would call him that and everything. They'd be like, Wigger Will, you're late for work again. Wigger Will, you cannot eat chicken selects right out of the tray. And I did this joke recently, and this gay guy interrupted, because they be doing that. And he was like, hey, how come the crowd gasped more at the word wigger than the word faggot? And I was like, I don't know. Probably because wiggers have been through more in this country. You never see a wigger parade. No one's ever changed their Facebook profile picture to J-Rock from Trailer Park Boys for a month in solidarity before. No one is standing with the wiggers. That's all I'm saying. It's tough. It's tough stuff. This is a tough joke to do as a white guy. It's a hard word to do. I hate the idea of someone walking in one consonant late. But I was curious, you know. I went back home to Indiana, where Wigger Will is from, and asked my friend, hey, whatever happened to Wigger Will? Because I was curious, where did all the wiggers go? Which is actually a lesser-known Rudyard Kipling poem. It's actually the B-side to White Man's Burden. Wigger Will went to prison for child pornography. That's true. That's just a real thing that happened. The writing on my life has been insane. Okay? Character development crazy, you know? How do you go from being the guy who smokes a Black and Mild and works at McDonald's and eats chicken selects out of the tray to... Also, by the way, I think Wigger Will was Mexican. I was discussing this with a friend the other day. I'm pretty sure Wigger Will was Mexican. It doesn't even make sense. But anyhow, Wigger Will's in prison for child pornography. I don't know what to do with that. I was thinking about it though. Porn is interesting because porn is not politically correct, you know? Like you never see like, you know, 4 POCs, gangbang, young business professional who makes slightly less than her peers. Like that's never, it's, you know what I mean? It's not like, and I think that's for good reason, because you know, what if you were into midgets sexually? You cannot look up little people orgy. That's how you go to prison. Maybe that's why maybe Wigger Will was into midgets. I don't know. I'm trying to make sense of it. I'm not running the light or anything, am I?
We can figure out a good place to bring it home.
Okay, let's figure out a good place to run it. I got a friend. He's half black and he's half Irish. So when he gets drunk, he goes home. He looks in the mirror and he says, "You know, we used to be slaves too, right?" That was a roast joke that I wrote, but I wanted to see if it would work as a... Okay, here's a... Who's got a good relationship with their father?
Yeah.
Anyone? Yeah? All right. Right on. I think family is obviously a complex thing, right? It's forever... It's never ending. It's never ending. It's like you think everything's good, And then, like every time my dad calls, I'm like, this could shatter me for another 2 weeks. Or it could totally energize me for 2 days. I don't know. It's just, you know, like I've had an interesting relationship with my father, you know. When he was teaching me how to drive a vehicle, he punched me in the face. Because I didn't take a left turn fast enough for him, you know. And also he tried to exorcise the demons out of me, not once, but twice. You know? Your dad too? Classic Midwest stuff. Yeah. Bible belt. Terrible. But, yeah, I used the Bible belt to tie off. Am I right? Heroin joke. Okay. So, my dad, right, he called me recently and I didn't answer the phone because I didn't want to, because I was in a good mood. But then, later that night, I was masturbating. And I don't want to be gross with you guys, but when I got done, I saw my cum. And it made me sad. Because it made me sad to think that this cum someday might not want to answer my phone call. That cum could have been a person who one day would not want to, would I can't talk right now. Even though that cum could totally talk right now. You know? Well, you guys have been a lot of fun. Give it up for Matt Proctor. My name is Dave Helen.
Hell yeah, brother. Oh my God. Hell yeah. Give it up for Danny Fallon, everybody. Amazing poetry. Telling it like it is the Midwest. I mean, yeah, it's wild out there. It's fucking wild out there. All right, I wrote a book, one line every day for a year. This is today's line. June 10th, palindromes implode. And with that, I'd like to bring up our final act, our final poet. Give it up for the great. We're so excited to have her back to hear the poetry. Give it up for Jay. Everybody, give it up for Jay.
You won't make me want to do poetry, but I don't think my future conservative repressed boyfriend that solves all of my family problems would have that. What's the worst that could happen to a girl that's already hurt? Clapping back at the, what was it, pedophiles doing art or something like that? Was that true? I once worked at a restaurant in downtown Chicago, and we had this regular that came in. He was this, I think he was a plastic surgeon. His wife was like Italian mob status, beautiful. And word on the street was he collected all of John Wayne Gacy's clown art. So the things that you hear when you're 18. But I guess that's not a pedophile, right? After that, I think R. Kelly came in and sat at the booth. And I had to leave early because, you know, I was only 18. But, you know. Anyway. Okay, so obviously not a comic. So I'm going to start reading. Oh wait, one sec. I forgot my phone.
Oh. Hell yeah. Woo.
Ooh, it's been a minute. I'm all shaky up here.
Yeah.
Somehow the sun's forgot to come and wash away your pain. Resting in your skin, breathing up against it. I'd like to stay, replicate my confusion that I choose when all the feelings have gone, washed, when the tide of your belonging hits me and my aching, zealous body. I don't know how I couldn't end up without you. Delphine, mighty, obscene, slightly, unseen, slightly. I've been hiding. I've been in hiding. Can't you see? I scream lightly. I'll scream fighting with my dreams. Try to find a way out of here or there or everywhere. I tried to stay out late today. I tried to fornicate today, but I couldn't come to terms with all the misplaced words of others by your kind, putting myself in the line of action over time to get a little reaction over dimes. It all stopped with the friction, and all of our thoughts were made of fiction as I tried all your ways to become yours today.
Woo!
Okay, sorry, I'm a little lazy. I haven't really written anything that I like lately. Some old stuff.
Oh, shoot.
I think I've spent too much time living too close to the village, but my shit still reeks of California. Do you think that they'll still take me back after they know I've exchanged this shirt at the free store at Christie Street Park? I was never much for panning for gold, but at least I won't have to haggle for all of my earnings. My Mars runs in Cancer, and God knows, sober, I don't do well with all of this talking. On and on and on, like manifesto bombs, on and on. I can try to pretend, but I know I'm an opportunist. Doesn't mean I won't fight for equality, minimum pay, and I pray that God saves women's rights. God save women's rights. My mama had me as a birthright. Perhaps it wasn't hers as she was an orphan for life. And if we're honest, the immigrant land comes with all of its blessings and strife. I thank God for the struggle, and he said, in its honor, work is the only way to know that you are blessed in this life. Thank you.
Amazing, fucking amazing, beautiful poetry, beautiful reading. Wow, what a night, everybody. Thank you for staying. Okay, I'm going to continue I'm going to play a country song that I wrote in 2009 about being a truck driver to close us out, okay? This is Midwest core shit, okay? This is I-70 fucking core. I've always wanted to be a truck driver.
I used to think about it too.
Now they're all computers, apparently. They're all self-driving trucks.
Let me know, mute you.
This was, yeah, could you? It's number 5. Give it up for the fool. Give it up for yourselves. Give it up to everybody, baby. Keith Urban, baby. Think big, Kenny Chesney. I'm just burning down the miles, baby, torching them up. And when I get behind the wheel of that big old truck, I'm a man on a mission, best it out of my way. Just a concrete cowboy running for my pay. And the days go by like the painted lines, and all night I'm looking for a lit up sign that said 2 miles left to that roadside rest. And for a couple days I won't see the crest of that endless horizon. It keeps getting further away. Morning I'm riding through that Midwest corn. When the evening comes around, I'm pulling my horn for the pretty little women they got down south. And the next afternoon I'm in the Rocky Mountain Belt, and the days go by like the painted lines. I said all night I'm looking for that little sign that says 3 miles left to that roadside rest. And for a couple days I'm gonna get a little rest on that endless horizon. Reach the end, son. wife and a baby back home. I heard his first words on a long distance song called I Wonder What I'm Missing late at night as I'm staring at the picture in the soft dome light. And the days go by like the painted lines, and all night I'm looking for that lit up sign that says 2 miles down until my hometown. And for a couple of days I won't have to go round that endless horizon. I'm gonna reach the end someday. And we've reached the end of the show, everybody. Go out into the night and just look into each other's eyes. Just live for tonight, baby. Live like it's the summer of '69. We're 17 playing in a rock and roll band. Well, the self-driving truck took a truck driver man. I'm gonna reach the end zone. Song, but okay, I'm gonna do this. I don't care how corny it is. We're doing this.
Free bird!
Yes, free the fucking bird, man. I said, hey, good looking, what you got cooking? How's about cooking something up with me? I said, hey, sweet baby, don't you think maybe we can find us a brand new recipe? I gotta throw my date book over the fence and buy me a new one for 5 or 10 cents. I know it's getting better with age, cause I'm writing your name down on every page. Hey, a good looking, oh, you gotta cookin'. How's about cooking something up? I said, how's about cooking something up? I said, how's about cooking something up with me? Alright, thank you to the fool. Thank you for the guitar.
Yeah!
Have a great night, have a great night. Thank you, we love you, Easy Paradise. DM, sign up for next week. DM, they'll never automate me, baby. They'll never automate open mic night. They'll never fucking automate an open mic 5 minutes.
Don't let him win!
No way, baby. We're here.
TBT win!
That's right. We're never gonna AI this, okay? Even though I'm feeding it all into the Google, which is patterning all of our personalities and probably could make thoughts of all of us just based on all the countless hours of our acts that I put on there.
I hate when that happens!
They've got us. We're trapped.
You're here.
Okay, he's a
Somebody
big
like
tracker.
Checkmate.
Or like rockstar, funky.
Just let Google boots.
Thank you.
Don't fight it.
Thank you.
I like that.
Just wide.
Hell yeah.
It was awesome.
Thanks, man.
Fuck yeah, it was
Appreciate it.
sick. Hell yeah, of course. Thank you for coming.
Of course.
Yeah.
Love for your set.
You want to hit that mute back? I'll unplug her.